Mr. Dose is getting a heart transplant. Well, actually, no. We're just taking his heart out. He's not getting a new one for a little while. We're taking the engine out of the MR2. I don't really know what to say about that. Charlie, what do we say about that?
You can't put me on the spot. It's just gotta kind of happen.
That's what she said. So, slight dilemma. Car has locking lug nuts on it. We have to pull the axles to pull the motor. So Charlie has to get on his dirt bike and run to the auto parts store to get a key for the tuner lugs. I don't know why I just looked away. There's animals, I'm trying not to look. Anyway, he's gonna go do that. I'm gonna start pulling the wiring harness while he's gone and getting as much of the engine pulled as I can until we get to the point where we need to pull the axles. This is why we ordered a rear clip for this car. Check this out. This is just how it was when I took the wheel off. This thing has no nut at all on the rear hub. And on top of that, this car had 2 lug nuts in the rear and 3 on the front on each wheel. So now I'm gonna start disconnecting engine harnesses so we can get this engine pulled. Hey look, I'm doing it for once. This car is like easy to wrench on, but like hard at the same time because there's like all kinds of awkward angles.
Yeah, because it's mid-engine, so you can only get to it from 2 sides.
Yeah.
Like there's no third, like in a front engine car, you can get to it from directly from the front, you know?
That is so heavy. This is steel?
Yeah.
Looks like exhaust pipe on the inside.
Probably is.
Saxophone. It is a fly. This side of the engine, diagnostic port, a couple random vacuum lines that were hooked up over here for the, it doesn't even have the carbon evap purge canister anymore, but there was lines for it,
right,
which is odd. But, and I disconnected the intercooler piping just to make it so we have more clearance on the top of the engine when we're dropping it out. So this is something I do. It's something I'm really OCD about. Whenever I take any hardware out, no matter what, where it comes from, I always stick it back in the hole after. That's what he said. So that way, a month from now when we're putting an engine in this, if we're looking for hardware, it's right where it came from. I just had to disconnect 2 main power wires and then I undid the plugs for the body harness and they all pop out of this fuse box. And I separated the 2 and I stuck the wires on top of the engine. Everything I'm just kind of folding over on top of the engine and we'll see what we have for clearance after. And then Charlie's gonna go back to working on his trailer because this is my day on the car. And he's doing something on the trailer, which I'm gonna probably put in this video or another video or something. I don't know, he's welding stuff. Okay guys, this is really hard to film and work on a car at the same time. That's why in the past videos you've seen a lot more of Charlie working on things and not so much of me. It's because he doesn't really know how to work my camera. So I'm trying to teach him so he knows how. And I have my GoPro now, which has been doing the time lapse. So what I have to do, I got the top half of the engine completely pulled. I'm down here, I have to pull the axles. Now, this one, when I took off the rear wheel, was missing the castle nut. So that's safe. Basically what I'm gonna do is these 2 bolts right here on the bottom of the strut, I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna take off the castle nut right here, which is missing. I'm gonna flop the hub downward and then pull the axle out over here. I have to do that on both sides. And then once that's off, I gotta do the rear subframe. And the subframe, I don't know, I'm guessing it's probably like 4 or 8 bolts or somewhere in between there. Take those off and then the engine should be ready to drop up. Now, I don't think we're gonna have enough clearance with the car being jacked up as high as is. So we're gonna have to get creative and unsafe to figure out how to get the car higher. That is where I'm gonna need Charlie's help because I'm not strong enough to do that. Ouch. There we Okay. Whoever did the brakes last on this car sucks. Because they positioned the rear brake line so the banjo fitting is pointing directly in front of this lower strut mount bolt. That really sucks because now we're going to have to bleed the brakes. Actually a really good thing we're ordering this rear clip because I'm finding crappy components the more I take stuff apart. The rear brakes on this thing are shot. The dust boot around the piston in here is destroyed. We do need new struts. These struts are kind of shot. It actually has eye block lowering springs, so that's pretty cool. I gotta hurry my butt up though because I have to finish pulling this engine and then haul butt over to my house and edit this video. So you guys will have something to watch for Sunday morning, depending on how fast I could edit. Dedication right there. I wanted to go out to dinner tonight. And I'm not gonna get to go out to dinner because I gotta edit a video for you guys.
Which makes Charlie sad.
See? Made Charlie sad because I just gotta work.
Why you no give me engine hook, Toyota?
Sorry I didn't film this part. We were busy working and I forgot to hook up the camera. Anyway, we got the engine hoist hooked up. The motor mounts are still connected, so all you really missed was us just wheeling this engine hoist in here and picking up a chain. Now we're disconnecting the subframe. Charlie's getting the passenger side. I'm gonna take care of the driver's side. Come off. All right.
I'm gonna get under here and bench press this thing when you take these two out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the subframe.
Yeah. What do you think I meant?
The engine. When? Wow, that's a long subframe bolt.
Wait till you get to the other one.
Oh, yours is already out?
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go. Okay.
Wow, that's a long bolt. So in case you guys are wondering whose bike this is my boyfriend Charlie's. Didn't you like rebuild this thing from the ground up?
Yeah, I bought it like wrecked and stolen and all kinds of horrible.
Wait,
despicable.
it was stolen when you bought it?
No, like, so it got wrecked by the original owner.
Oh.
And then he had it sitting in his yard because he had plans of like rebuilding it or whatever. And somebody stole it out of his yard. And then when it was stolen, they tried to hide it by piling a bunch of cinder blocks on top of it.
Oh, so that's why this is all dented?
That's why the tank's dented. Yeah, that's the last thing that I have to do. I have it fixed. So I took the whole entire bike down to nuts and bolts. I powder coated the frame, powder coated the wheels, clutch cover, powder coated the triple tree, and I'm gonna buy an OEM gas tank.
Anyway, yeah, it's his bike. I don't know how to ride motorcycles, so it's not my jam. I don't want to ride on it, it's scary. Okay guys, the bottom motor mounts were already undone. So Charlie climbed underneath there and grabbed the other ones because it was leaking coolant and fuel everywhere. Not gonna complain, he went in there and did it, so. Honestly, I'm down to my last battery right now, so I'm trying to conserve on battery. All we got left is this last bolt on this motor mount and then the engine's free. So I'm gonna disconnect that right now. We have the engine low, about as low as it'll go. We can't get the engine any lower to clear. So if you see back here, we have about a foot to go before it clears the rear trunk firewall. So all we gotta do now is we gotta jack the car up a little bit higher. Charlie's gonna get a jack out of the back of his truck that is meant for like big rigs or something. So hopefully it'll work so we can get this car high enough to get the engine out the bottom. Okay, back it out. Oh, yay, ta-da! It came out so easy. We got it out. Safely. So it's out, it's good to go. This is a weird way to end a video. Anyway, I had to go edit this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and there'll be a lot more content coming up very soon. Some of it on this guy over here. So Forester content and Mr. Dose content coming soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.